Good morning, everyone. Today I am back in the forest and I wanted to see how long I could go without any distractions, technology distractions, or human distractions. I am all alone and I have a bag with me. In this bag, I literally just have a blanket, my knitting, and a book, and a glass of water, obviously, because we are in the midst of a heat wave. But I wanted to see how long I could go without any technology or human distractions around me, and basically to see kind of what thoughts and feelings crop up over the next few hours. After shortly arriving at my local forest, I laid out my blanket and took out some of the most relaxing essentials. My knitting, writing, and book was all I needed to really sit through the next few hours in the comfort of my own space. With all my comforts surrounding me, including the presence of some of my favourite trees, I couldn't stop myself from just taking a moment to appreciate the small joys in this world. For it is truly the small things and experiences worth cherishing. Okay, so I have set up my little blanket and I said I was going to see how long I could go without any distractions. But the part of the forest that I have based myself at, I can see everybody coming in, but no one can see me. So of course I am distracted by every single person who is entering the forest this morning. And completely distracted by something that has just rummaged through the leaves over there. What on earth was that? So at the moment I've literally been here for about 5 minutes and distracted by every single rustling sound there possibly could be. So this will be interesting. So I thought I would start by doing some knitting. I'm currently doing a hat. I am taking a trip to the Alps in a few months' time, solo trip for a few days, and I wanted a nice little pink hat to accompany me, if you like, on my trip. Don't know how cold it's actually going to be because this year we've had such hot weather. For all I know, I'll probably be prepared for cold weather and it'd be absolutely scorching. But I wanted to make a hat anyway, just in case, you never know. And especially at night, when you're camping at night in the mountains, it can get rather chilly. This is just being knitted out, or knitted up, I should say, with Melody. So I've got one ball of Melody. I'm going to see how far I can get with one ball of Melody with this hat, but it is going to be double brimmed. So I may need a second ball, which I have. So let's see how it comes out. I have no plans for this. I'm just making it up as I go along. But that can be some of the good things at the end of the day. So I put the rustles and bustles to the back of my head and sat there underneath the shadow of the majestic oak. Knitting usually has this ability to zone me out from any external noise, one knit and one purl at a time. But on this occasion, the oak tried to keep pulling my attention away, as if its well-being and state was more important than my superficial pink beanie. I understood that the oaks and forest were currently suffering under this heat and drought that the current El Nino was causing, but I knew my knitting wasn't as superficial than what it seemed, as a handmade garment produced with no external energy was helping the forest in more ways than what it seemed. Even as I knitted away at my beanie, my thoughts and soul were truly with the majestic oak. Listen to that. Like silence, absolute silence. Like it's almost like this extinct thing. like to hear absolutely nothing other than the sound of sounds like crickets. And now I can hear a car, which is not helping with the silence particularly. But I don't know, there's something with silence that it kind of just gets into your body almost, and it kind of like, I don't know, kind of like does something. The sun's coming out. But, I don't know, it just does something to you. It feels amazing. Okay, so I have done a little bit more of my brim. I'm almost now at 14 centimeters, which means that it's going to be, once obviously double folded, it will be 7 centimeters, which is a little bit still, I think, on the small side. I do like my hat brims, to be quite big and comfy and sort of like oversized, if you like. But I have also forgotten to bring stitch markers with me. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do much more than the brim today whilst out here in the forest. But I'm not quite sure how long quite yet I kind of want it to be. 14 centimeters is where I'm currently at the moment. I think I may continue to 15 centimeters. Then I think then it will be perfect. I think I'm going to move just because it's midday on a Saturday and there is just a few more people coming in and I'm getting disturbed if I wasn't being disturbed enough already. So far, my morning of no distractions has utterly and completely failed. I have been distracted by every single rustling sound there possibly could be. Still don't know what that big thing was earlier on this morning. Maybe a rabbit, because it was quite big, but small, if you like. I've never seen any rabbits in this forest, but I'm sure that they're there. So it's completely and utterly failed. Being distracted by every single noise and every single human being that there possibly could be. I mean, maybe it was the way that I'd positioned myself. I was sort of nearby the entrance, if you like. So I could see literally everybody coming into the forest, but they couldn't necessarily see me. Perfect. But hopefully maybe by the lake I could get just a little bit more privacy. Haven't seen any animals. They can also be a little bit of a distraction. Heard loads of birds, that kind of thing. Let's see if I'm a little bit more successful in a new part of the forest. So I took some steps away from the oak and took sight of everything around me. I passed a now dried up river which was very much present at the beginning of spring. Granite rock laid bare underneath the heat of the sun, which was drying everything in its wake. Crunchy leaves, top and bottom of the forest canopy, gave a resemblance very much to that of the beginning of autumn. Plants crying out for water and others who had already drifted off into an early sleep. The crisp crunch of the heather, carpeting the understory, a real barren brown, its colour strange for the middle of summer. Younger trees and smaller plants with shallow root systems tend to struggle the most in these climatic conditions. But if there is anything my bachelor's degree taught me, is that there is hope for change. To listen to the trees, to watch the animals, to slow everything right down so we bring purpose into our lives and meaning. Waking up every day to make one step towards positive change and to live in a world where humans listen to the magic of nature going on all around them. I made it to the lake. The lake is looking rather small. I came here last week and it was practically the same size. But with the heat that we're having here in France, it's just basically getting smaller and smaller. I mean, I did think a few weeks ago that the whole lake would have dried up by now because it was that intense. But luckily, we still got a little bit of water, but it's just looking quite dark and muddy. But it's still there. So far, I haven't seen that many people, so we may be a little bit successful. I also brought my book. I'm currently reading, or rereading, I should say, 1984. I read this maybe a few years ago, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. And I actually wanted to reread it, just because recently, I mean, there's been videos and conversations happening about how AI companies are destroying books, and that they are destroying antique books where there's only maybe like one or two versions or editions left. So AI companies are taking those books, and they're so old that they're basically no longer protected under copyright, and they are taking and scanning the contents of the book for their own purpose and then destroying the book. And for me, it just felt like this was 1984 all over again. And it's just sad. It really is sad. And I just thought, you know what? I'm going to reread this book because there just seems to be so much content in this book that is applicable to this sort of current day. And I just felt this urge and this need to reread it. So I'm currently at the bit where Winston has fallen in love with his new girlfriend and they are having a secret affair. And I'm currently about halfway through. So let's see how successful we are at reading this book without any distractions. So I read a few pages of 1984 and became, yet again, distracted by the frogs from the lake, another rustle from the bushes behind, and the couple walking their dogs. I honestly think I failed at blocking out the distractions from this forest trip, for it is just way too entertaining, life bustling everywhere. I honestly wanted to escape my apartment for a moment this weekend to focus on the things that bring me most joy. But in doing that, I came to the realization that true joys are not in objects, things, or possessions, but in nature, in life, in the forest. Okay, I'm heading back. I think this challenge has been 100%, 100% a complete failure. My partner just rang me saying he wants to go shopping, so I think I've had all the distractions possible. And I think today has not been the day to come and completely hide away from the rest of society. So we will try again another time. Also, note to myself, the next time I attempt to do this, to bring snacks, because I forgot to bring snacks and I am well hungry. I think it's just as well that I'm on my way to go and do some food shopping. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Catch you again soon. Bye.